Okay, so today is the 9th of August. It's Saturday, 2014, out here in Wilson's Creek with my friend Nemo to talk about ecological sustainability and his lifestyle. So we have this little quiz that we're all taking in the class to assess how ecologically sustainable our lifestyle is. And we'll just use this as the basis for a little tour of Nemo's place. So the first thing, Nemo, is we just want to know is how many people live in your house?
Me and my son.
Okay.
He's 5.
Okay, so 2 people. The second one is, I'm wondering if you could tell us how your home is heated. Can you show us how it's heated and tell us about how it's heated?
Come through. I'm not choking because of the fire that I use, it's because the orange that I'm eating got on the roll through.
Okay.
So here you go. Usually I don't work with shoes.
Yeah, okay, we can
A simple
take our shoes
fireplace can be built up with by means of rocks.
Okay.
And the grid is preferable, so the draft blows from under and allows for efficient burning of wood.
Okay.
Firewood collection, some coal, natural coal that can be found in nature,
Okay.
and not the mining companies.
Yeah.
These kind of bits and pieces we found in Bentley.
Okay.
Bentley, you remember Bentley?
Yeah, we remember. Okay, so you're using just wood to heat your home, and in addition to heating, it looks like you're also cooking here. Are you cooking here as well?
I cook. This is the place where I spend most of the time. Forgive the mess of the tidy look.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
I sit here. I'm a baba a little bit. I like space and time. I'm not in a rush. So the setup without, or partially with no walls, right?
Yeah.
There's a protection with plywood on southwest direction where predominant cold winds are coming through.
Okay.
It's open to northeast, and I use tops temporarily. Some of them can be rolled up.
Okay.
To protect from the rain.
Okay.
The gutter is made myself by means of splitting the large bamboo and tied up with ropes.
Yeah.
So the water runs. Rainwater collection.
Okay.
Here, this water I use only for dirty water, let's say for washing bottoms.
Okay.
Washing dishes maybe. There is another type of water.
It looks like that's your firewood over there, is that it?
Mostly here.
Yeah.
The firewood stacked here under the top, protected from the rain. A bit of sun comes to dry it. Can have to be regularly supplied. So here is my fireplace. There is 2 basic things that you need to keep your firewood supply. One is an axe and the other one is a handsaw, minimum.
Okay.
Chainsaw, I don't like things like this. I'm machine free basically. That's another energetic point, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, well actually just, all right, so we get it. So that's where you're chopping all your wood. But to come back to the next point on the quiz is about the water. So how many individual taps in your kitchen, bathroom, laundry room, and outside, and toilets do you have in your home? So how many taps? 1 tap. Okay, 1 tap. Okay, the next one is about your food. How many meals per week do you eat meat or fish?
No, I'm vegetarian and live on the vegan property, but I do eat some cheese and eggs.
Okay, but no meat or fish. You've been vegetarian for how long?
About 25 years, up to 25
Wow,
years.
yeah, okay. Okay, the next one is also about food. How many homemade meals do you eat per week?
Let's say 95% of meals are homemade.
Okay, okay.
I don't go out much, I don't have much finances for that, and I find that homemade food is superior to that bought for.
Maybe, do you want to just tell us, are you growing any of your own food? Maybe you want to show us a little bit about that?
We didn't walk exactly up to the gardens yet. I don't know, there's not much daylight now to see all the splendor of
well, if we go a little bit closer,
potatoes, broccoli, staple foods as well. This is I prepare some beds now as the spring is coming, so there will be extra work.
Okay.
I don't get enough heat and sun at the moment, so it's a modest effort into winter vegetables growing. Pumpkins, I harvest now, they're hiding. I had a big row of them.
Oh yeah.
I give them away, even gave to the markets recently.
Okay.
Couple. It's a food, you know, it's food, it grows.
Okay, so you're growing some of your own food as well.
Yeah, look, there's a broccoli, I could be harvested, let's harvest it. Let's see, let's see.
It looks like some wild tomatoes.
I love potatoes, they come from Russia, so I grow potato. And yes, the turn will come. Here we go.
All right.
This
Okay,
is
that looks a good head of
homemade
broccoli. Yeah.
I need to probably bring a knife, but I could try to snap it like this.
Okay.
There you go, eat it.
Well, thank you.
And yeah.
Mm.
This is a toilet system. Everybody thinks about it. Yeah, it's like, wow.
Yeah, do you want to show us?
What do I do with the toilet? They say, you know.
Yeah.
There is a panic in their eyes. They're not used to deal with the shit. Usually the sewage system deals with it. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So here's a simple setup out of bits of wood. I dug a big hole underneath. There's a bucket.
Okay.
There's a lid that slides. I won't open it.
Okay.
But it's all with the extensive use of the.
So that's all the ash from all the cooking and
from all
heating
the
you from
fires,
fire.
because I don't have electricity. Did you make a point? There's no electricity.
No electricity. So you put that on top of the poo?
On top of the poo, also whatever bark you can crush in there, whatever dry things, dry grass sometimes. So you have to create something that later, upon some time, can be put back into the earth.
Okay.
And this is one point that people must learn about their shit. This is what they owe to the earth, because they take food from the earth, you know?
Yeah.
Every creature gives the excrement back into the earth because it nourishes the topsoil and provides all the needed microorganisms for food to grow. These tomatoes, this is a random thing. It's a pile of removed fence. I removed the fencing. There's a barbed wire. And I left this pile here, and then later tomatoes themselves found a way to create this artwork around.
Nature is just doing its thing.
It's doing its thing, exactly. Nature.
Okay. Last question about the food. So do you buy any food? You said you okay. So when purchasing your food items, does your family try to buy locally produced goods?
Yeah, definitely. It's not difficult to try because we got farmers markets and.
Okay.
Local boss.
So you say yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is about your transportation. So if you or your family own any vehicles, what type are they? Do you own any kind of petrol-driven vehicle?
The mother of my son, which is not living here, so maybe we shouldn't mention. I do not have a car. I have 2 push bikes, commercial.
Okay. But, okay, so you're using your push bike. And I think I've seen you standing by the side of the roads, and I reckon I've given you a few rides, right? Hitchhiking.
Hitching and walking as well. I mean, we've been given legs. What are they for, I wonder? Walking, of course.
Okay.
This is 2 push bikes. Yeah, I'm tangled in a hammock. Anyway.
Okay, so the next one, when it says how do you get to school, work, market, and so on, the possible answers are drive alone and own car. That's not you. Public transport. It's not you because we don't have any public transport out here. So carpool. Sometimes you could kind of say carpool is hitchhike.
Carpool is also because I have other neighbors, friends who travel.
Okay.
But I am independent, so I like going hitching. I've got good thumbs for that.
Okay.
And I don't get out as much, Obviously, people driven to get out because too much in the window, too little in the house. I've got everything at home, Why do I need to get out?
Okay, so
get out from heaven. When you're in hell, you want to get out. When you're in heaven, you stay, right?
Okay, so walk or bicycle. So how many trips do you make per week on public transport? Okay, so this one is irrelevant because there is no.
There's no such thing.
So next one is
anyway.
yeah. So the last one is on this page is where did you go on vacation in the last year? No vacation within New South Wales or Southeast Queensland, another East Coast state, Western Australia, New Zealand, or Southeast Asia, or rest of the world.
I didn't go on vacation at all, but I have been on vacation ever since I remember.
Okay.
This is my vacation. Okay.
Okay.
And vocation is a slight difference in spelling. Vocation and vacation is the same thing.
Okay, so next one is how many summer weekend trips do you take by car?
I usually hitchhike on weekends to the markets, Sunday markets, and on Friday there is a local market which I go to. So I could say 2 times a week I travel by somebody else's transport, which is not mine, by method of hitching.
Okay.
So I do not create my own transport impact.
Okay.
Finished?
We just got a few more. How many large purchases, for example, home computer, car, furniture, fridge, stove, etc., have you made for your house in the past year? Large purchases.
Well, the bike I bought $150, and that's probably.
Okay.
I don't do much larger purchases,
Okay.
but I could help some other people. But for myself, I don't need much.
Okay. The next question is, have you bought any energy efficient products in the last year? Light bulbs, fridges, or stoves? So you said you have no electricity here.
Yeah, well then, why they call energy efficient? They're energy demanding appliances should be called. Yeah, no, I don't use those. Apart from the phone, which I must say, occasionally I call Jay, you know, behind the camera. He's,
all right, well, we'll leave me out of it for
parties,
now.
Huh?
Yeah, well, yeah,
leave you out
I try to, yeah. Okay, the last section is called waste. Does your household try to reduce the amount of waste created in the house by buying food in bulk, refusing junk, using reusable containers?
Yeah, to answer this question, it's probably easier to show what my waste looks like.
Okay.
And this is the waste of about 4 months duration.
Okay.
4 cardboard boxes with predominantly eclectic varieties of beer, wine, and juices, and tins and buns, which I wash and store.
Okay.
I haven't found the use of it, so I do recycle them when I get a chance to drive them to the tip.
Okay.
As for the rubbish, I don't create it. Okay. Literally nothing. Okay. I have one bin over there, but it's minuscule packages of something. I try not to buy. Okay. Local food comes from the markets, does not contain packaging, you know, so everything else can be recycled.
Okay. The next one is, does your household compost? So I think the answer to that one is yes, you're composting everything.
Yes and no, I don't have many remains left. There is toilet composting, yes.
Yeah.
And food composting is so minuscule, I use the seeds to plant them again, but the rest I just throw there in the bush in front, and some animals would feed, but it's not much.
Okay. Then this one says, does your household recycle? So I think the answer to that is yes.
Watch this mint over there. I love mint.
Sorry. Yeah.
I know you see the people with cameras, and so you see pictures, eh?
Well, I live in the bush too, Nemo, and you know that. Anyway. Okay, so...
I like criticizing...
yeah, I know, it's part of your shtick. Okay, the next, the last question, very last one.
You see papayas going there?
Yeah, those are female papayas.
Marigolds, some greens everywhere. Chew on.
Right. Okay, the last question. How many wheelie bins of waste do you fill each week?
None.
None. Okay, none.
Possible. I'm not alive.
Okay.
It's very easy to do.
And all right, well, that's it for the quiz. I think we will add up your numbers and see how sustainable your lifestyle is. It looks fairly sustainable, especially for a Western. Yeah, I think so. But I think the last thing maybe we would show, or you could show us.
Reward big money so I can buy myself a proper house with facilities and begin to use energies more efficiently. At last, my dreams will come true.
Okay.
I'm not recording that.
Yeah. Maybe we can edit it out.
I'm dedicated to sustainable lifestyle. I don't want all those riches. Thank you.
Yeah. We got it. You were being sarcastic. Do you want to just show us the creek, because that's quite an important part of your lifestyle too. The fact that you live near running water.
Yeah. There used to be a fire bath here.
And sorry, just
installed it when she found me in it with somebody else.
And we'll just show too. I saw these are some of these pumpkins that you were.
I'm trying to hide them from the mice. The rats. They eat. So make holes in it.
Full of pumpkins.
Yeah, and they find it here too eventually. But I keep changing the location.
Okay, so you had a fire bath.
I've got quite a few more at Jess's place. I've taken just yesterday. Always like.
Okay, so you had a fire bath there. That was the one that we enjoyed yesterday.
And Anna, you remember, who actually was involved in helping me to find that bath. I paid money for it, but she brought it to me. And when she saw me with another girl, she's taken the bath, and now it's just a pile of all dirt things that I need to burn and forget about her as well as the bath.
Okay, so you have a fire bath. Very nice to have a fire bath.
At neighbors I go anyway. So.
Yeah. Okay, so finally the creek?
Ah, yes, okay.
The creek, and then I think
We're done. You remind me, the cauliflower, the sacrifice, in the name of the art.
yeah. Okay, so this is Wilson's Creek.
It's a bit low right now. Oh, careful, you've got sensitive appliances, they're not compatible.
Okay, so can you just tell us, how do you use the creek? I mean, what do you use it for? So do you drink this water? Do you bathe in it? Do you use it for watering the garden?
I do the clothes by hand, and that's another laundry. Yeah, laundry is everybody's.
Yeah.
By hand in the fire bath. After you had a bath,
Yeah.
you throw your stuff in there. It's still hot water. You put there's tobacco seeds and so on, which can help to clean your clothes.
Okay.
It won't be the same as with extensive bleaching in the modern world, but I look clean and I get girls and I smell alright, so
okay.
it's all cool.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. And then I rinse it here.
Okay.
Squeeze it, throw in a bucket, throw it on the line.
Right.
It dries in the sun.
Okay.
But there are some holes I use also for swimming. You know, there's one here.
Yeah.
But today I already been in it. You just go in there and dip. You know, it's deep enough here.
Right. And the water for the garden. You're using this water for the garden as well?
Actually, it's a river water, and there is a line that runs unfortunately with the use of the pump.
Right.
That's rare. I often use it by buckets. I have buckets.
Buckets.
So that's another thing. I just, when I'm strong,
yeah,
I'm not sick, I put one bucket, the other bucket, and I carry along the balancing
yeah,
to the gardens up the hill.
yeah.
And well, there's a feeling that the amount of goodness that we can receive in life depends on the amount of effort that we put into it. So
right.
when you put more effort in growing your vegetables, then your vegetables have got more strength in them to give you back that health, that care. It's all about care, Jay, you understand? What do you care? How much you care? Do you have a cat? Do you have some pot plants on your windowsill where you sleep? Yeah? Has your bedding been regularly washed? You know, how's your touch? How is your perception of reality? Is it caring or is it neglectful, suspicious, critical?
It's pretty caring. Okay, well, just any last words you want to say about sustainability? That's what the topic is for this week.
I think both realists and dreamers must realize the importance of biosphere on the planet Earth. And what can I do? What can I do? I live like this. It's possible. It's beautiful. I have neighbors. I'm open to the stars and sky. I have that special. I'm working on outdoor philosophy, and yeah, it helps with the mental illness, I guess, as well, and depressions. They fester inside in closed spaces, you know. So open up, people. Don't be afraid. Relate to nature as your friend. It will give back to what you need, what we need.
Great. Thanks, Nemo.